Tallan and DC Water Reporting Dashboard. DC Water worked with Tallan to create a reporting dashboard powered by Microsoft Azure Synapse Analytics and Power BI. Tallan has replicated it to demo here at the Washington, D.C. Microsoft Technology Center. DC Water initially sought a reporting solution that could be viewed and interacted with at any location by employees with different jobs and focuses. The users at DC Water all have a different role to play, and being able to proactively communicate to predict and prevent events is exactly the reason they tasked Tallan with building this solution. This Power BI embedded report shares real-time water data alongside forecasts based on local historical data ingested from multiple sources into a modern data platform built on Microsoft Azure. Today I'll walk you through this dashboard as logged-in user, DC Water Operations Manager Jane Doe. As Operations Manager, my job is to monitor the operations of the pump stations throughout the Commonwealth, identify if there are any areas of concern, and alert the necessary teams to remedy a situation if the need arises. As you can see, my main concerns are the chlorine, pH, and turbidity of the water here in Washington, D.C., with temperature being visible throughout. But for today, I'm thinking mainly about chlorine. Because it's hurricane season, I'm focusing only on September to November to keep my eye on the recent hindcast, as well as the month ahead to stay on top of what the data will forecast. As the gauges at the top only show the reading average of the last 7 days, to properly manage my sites, I need the historic levels graph. The upper and lower bounds are clearly visible, and I can scroll through the selected date range to take a closer look at any spikes or dips. There's one in the middle of October, but the really interesting event is forecasted at the end of November. On the 21st, it looks like the levels spike and then drop drastically in a 24-hour period. If I hover further over the cone of uncertainty, I can see what the projected levels are and can plan accordingly. Now I notice some yellow on the right-hand side of my screen. User experience is a top focus for us at DC Water, so the same green, yellow, and red indicator colors used on the left side of the screen are used on this panel as well to make it easy for me to notice an irregularity. In this case, I can identify if and when the chlorine, pH, or turbidity have risen or dropped to a concerning level. While not in the red, pH has turned yellow, and while this wasn't a top focus for me, I turn my attention to those levels to make sure it's nothing to worry about. And just in time. We went from a yellow warning to a red concerning pH level in a matter of seconds. Luckily, the 12-hour projected levels to the right of that meter show us back at a normal rate, but it can't allow the pH of this water pump station to remain that high for that long. I need to alert my field crew now. As I look at the status console at the bottom of the dashboard to initiate an error sequence, I notice that they're already taking action. Then I remember that the pH sensor at the First Street pump station is being replaced because it's faulty. My team has a separate meter at the site and they're resolving the issue on their end of the system. The real-time communication enabled by this dashboard helps us to be proactive with disruptive events and save time on false reads because of bad hardware. Thanks to this systems reporting dashboard, I was able to go back and investigate the projected issue with the chlorine levels at this pump station set to occur on November 21st in a timely manner and not spend excess time on an alert because of a faulty meter. Though I'm always glad to be better safe than sorry, so I'm glad that the reading alerted me. Now I have ample time to alert my field crews, management, and customer service teams. If we deem that we cannot prevent this issue, we can alert the First Street pump station community to prepare accordingly. This Microsoft Power BI embedded report has all kinds of data integrated and accessible. Recently, one of my program managers let me know that identifying the cause of a 1% water loss could account for a potential revenue swing of about $4 to $5 million. What a difference that will make for our business and our ability to fulfill our mission, which is to exceed expectations by providing high-quality water services in a safe, environmentally friendly, and efficient manner.